The first season of The Studio just ended, and I feel like it hasn't been talked about all that much. So I imagine people have been wondering, was it good? Is it worth checking out? Here are some spoiler-free thoughts on the season, and if I will watch the recently announced second season. When I first saw the trailer for the series, I was excited to check it out. I'm not a huge fan of Seth Rogen's work, partially because I'm not a huge raunchy comedy person, but I've mostly found him likable and funny. For me, the reason I got excited about it is because of my love of movies and how they are made. I also went to film school, live in the Los Angeles area where it's set, and have friends who work in the industry. And I loved the show from episode 1. It was hilarious, it was chaotic, it was beautifully shot and stylistic. It had cameos I didn't even see coming. The filmmaking was impressive with impeccably choreographed long single-take shots, often called oneers. It had some of the elements and tone of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but with top-tier cinematography and craft. It made fun of many Hollywood topics, including studio interference, art versus commerce, and the prevalence of franchise IP-based movies today. And then came episode 2, which was called The Oneer, about the making of Oneer that literally was a 20-plus minute Oneer itself. It was masterfully creative and one of my favorite single episodes of television. It would be a great short film on its own, and I would say if you watch nothing else of the studio, just watch The Oneer. Future episodes were fun as well, adding more cameos, genre experimentation, new crazy scenarios. But I will say that the genius of the concept started wearing off on me after episode 5. They weren't as interesting, even had some plot tropes that felt lackluster and outdated. A whole episode dedicated to casting and race was definitely funny, but felt like it was a few years too late. The chaos that was hilarious at the beginning started to become a little too stressful at times, and the season never fully came back to the high that it had during the first few episodes. I also wondered at times if the humor and jokes were a little too insider-y for a broad audience. However, it did pick up enough for the last few episodes to end well. The Golden Globes episode was a lot of fun, and I will definitely be watching the second season. And I think if you love movies, this show may very well be for you. Next week, I'll be making a video of a wish list of sorts for cameos I think would work and be cool to see in the next season. Some actors, some directors, and even studio executives. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on if that's something you'd be interested in. Thanks for watching.